I got a few songs I can sell y'all boys. I tried it back then, it was nah boy. Now I'm in a box like a Kellogg's toy. The ones that hate me the most look just like me. You tell me what that means. Make a slick comment and see what that brings. I seen it go down, we can reenact things. Extreme like DMXing. These boys and they people in the city see the movement occurring and say, my God, I wanna be in that scene. That's right, you wanna be in this scene. She had the video trying to be in this scene. Used to fantasize about being this scene. Bluegrass girl, but she got big dreams. Can't touch me, I got instincts. Like
the crowd is assembled here at the Target Center in Minneapolis, looking for the Timberwolves to have a victory here on their home floor. And we've got it for you live, right here on 2K Sports. A time-honored tradition, the NBA on 2K Sports, Sunday Night Hoops action. Delighted to have all of you with us here tonight. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brett Perry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. And, of course, Kyle Lowry. They'll need someone to fill his role.
And to say the deal changes the look and the feel of this franchise, quite frankly, is stating the obvious. That they are a vastly different team than they were just a few days ago. Obviously looking long-term rather than short.
Yeah, with how much attention Durant draws, he's a skilled passer, and he'll make it happen.
Driving in, and the layup falls. Greg, I think it's going to be a battle of the boards, a battle of rebounding. And you know what that's like. You played alongside some great rebounders.
Well, Patrick Ewing, Charles Oakley. I mean, those guys got after it as well as anybody who's ever played.
As a big, once you get positioned inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Takes a three, drills the three-pointer. He has 5.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Wide open look. And that one is good.
Just doesn't second guess his shot selection, and for good reason. A lot of those go in.
To the inside. Stolen by Durant. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Buries the long-range jumper. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Timberwolves?
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect has to be the fast break and transition play, really looking to go up-tempo tonight.
The Timberwolves with a quick start to this game. 6-point lead. Back to Harden. Off target from outside.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Isaac. Basket counts.
Yeah, I like the concentration there. Isaac showing how skilled he is on the block. Feels like no one can stop it.
Your Timberwolves dancer. Checking in for the away team, Jared Harper.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to catch up with Eric Spoelstra a few minutes ago. He talked about the matchup problems. Durant poses for them. Pointed out that it's always tricky because you can't be as physical with him as you'd like to, since Durant's automatic at the free throw line. So while he wants his guys to be aggressive on KD, they'll also need to be smart above all else. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. The Heat making a switch here. Here's Hardy. A three-pointer is right on target. 8 points for him.
And he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Outside Durant. Shoots a fader. That one doesn't go. Miami trails by 3. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Harden. He takes it in. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Harden surveying the D. And the 3 off target.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter.
Durant with the steal. Here's Harden on the wing. They shoot again. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe. I find it really interesting to talk to KD about his origins. He says every memory he had growing up involved basketball. Skip prom and stuff like that. He was just focused on the game.
That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Harden's got his second bucket of the night.
We're so used to seeing Harden pull up off the dribble, but he's not going to turn down a chance to get off that catch-and-shoot jumper if it's there.
Now, here's Maker. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And Durant grew up in a tough environment. We all know that. Basketball, Greg, was the only way out.
As it has been for so many NBA players, you feel bad for guys with great talent who get derailed along the way. It takes so much hard work and discipline and luck just to have a chance at making it.
Back to Caldwell Pope. Here's KD. Good, nice job down low. KD's got his second basket of the game.
Not fair of a coach to send out one defender against Kevin Durant, skilled at fighting through whatever challenges the D wants to throw at him.
Here's Hardy. They get it back. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul. Substitution for your Timberwolves.
There's 1:47 left to play in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Minnesota ball. Coming onto the floor for your Timberwolves.
Timberwolves leading by 8. 1:33 left to play in the first quarter. A baseline J. It's hauled in by the Heat.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And with a percentage of 82, he's been one of their more dependable shooters from the line.
Josh Hall at the line for 2.
And so he makes both from the line. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. 6-point game. Another miss by Minnesota.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Number 14.
The Heat shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Team foul. Shooting for the away team.
And the first one drops.
Hall taking 2 shots.
He hits both from the stripe. Timberwolves leading by 4. Here's Stanley. Left side Collins. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field.
Ouch. 3 fouls for him already, and now if you're the coach, you got to think about sitting your guys.
The Heat have been perfect so far from the free throw line. 6 for 6.
Shooting for the away team. Jonathan
And Isaac really continues to intrigue you. A 6'10 forward who's just got great agility and can be a nightmare in transition.
Bobbed up there for Collins.
Take it out strong, big fella.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. There's Maker. And the rejection by Collins.
Good timing defensively. Collins just up there, the long arms, and quick off the deck.
To the left wing. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead. What a jam!
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right?
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Minnesota on top, up by 4. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
Fans, your Timberwolves dancer.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
Harper up top. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Minnesota in the lead. And here's Harden for 3. Score the basket, his 3rd after 5 shots.
And you talk about the best ball handlers in the league. Don't forget about James Harden.
Here's Harper. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Timberwolves leading by 5. Growing up in a military family, John Collins moved around a lot as a kid, Brent, getting to experience different parts of the world.
Interesting upbringing, born in Utah, moved to Guam, lived in Turkey, was in the U.S. Virgin Islands. That's a lot of life experience for any kid growing up, let alone a guy who's trying to find his way in competitive basketball. And John Collins, maybe playing soccer on all those military bases has helped out that footwork a little bit, Kevin.
Thomas, it's a wide open look. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And this is tough to stop if you're the defense. They have just gotten locked in from three-point range this quarter.
Jared took him no time at all on that one.
Assist from
Harper's got 4 points in the quarter.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple. Indeed, with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Harper, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it. Well, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Outside Harper. From 12 feet out. And the rejection by Harden. Right side, Collins. Misses from close range. Miami trails by 15. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
First team foul. Now into the lineup for your Timberwolves.
Now Harper, one of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. And with the 2020 class, we saw your teammate, Tim Duncan, get inducted into basketball's Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I loved hearing some of the stories that other players and coaches and competitors had around going up against Tim, and the reverence, the respect, that they could never rattle him. It's so cool to hear those stories from the outside, having been a player so fortunate to be on the inside and understand what made him tick, what made him great, and just how special he was as a leader for so long for that Spurs organization.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Collins wide open, he fires. And another 3 for Minnesota.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D shell-shocked.
Right wing, Harper. And again, it's the Heat missing.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
And there's the drive. Harper, no good. And Collins has got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Their next game is at the Rockets Arena in Houston for a game with the Rockets. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
All right, fans, get on your feet. We've got one question for you. Who wants a free t-shirt?
And Miami making a change here. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. With the drive. And Whiteside sends it back.
As soon as Whiteside positions himself, he just spikes that one away. It's like he's playing beach volleyball.
Minnesota on D. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Shot clock at 6.
One player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Drives to the hoop. It's blocked.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And here is Harper. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Harper's got 6.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game. Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
And Bane pulls it down.
Well, he had a wide open shot, but instead he tried to do a crowd-pleasing circus act there, and as much as I like juggling, that's not effective.
And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Here's Durant. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
Now, there's some explosiveness inside Kevin Durant. He shows it off there.
Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And now the Timberwolves on the break. That one's in. Only his fourth make against 9 total shots.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
.109 left here in the second. Pass to Dosunmu. And Whiteside sends it back. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Fires the three. Good on the three-point shot. Caldwell Pope's got 6 in the quarter.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
And here are the Timberwolves. Payne for 3. Here's Whiteside. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, Whiteside always around the rim. Such an amazing offensive rebounder, and second chance opportunities is where he does a ton of damage.
They grab their own miss. Home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Kevin Durant.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big follow. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock.
He's such the total package. Durant entered the league as an excellent ball handler. Now he's just a flat-out magician.
Takes a step back. Outside Harper. Second shot opportunity. Missed inside.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if they're going to keep missing layups.
James Harden getting it done for Minnesota. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Now a timeout called by Miami. And we all know that star players get a few more perks, but Greg, that can also stir up misgivings in the locker room when things aren't always equal.
Kevin, it's a great point, and coaches really have to be careful. If you're holding one player accountable and giving another a pass, that tends to lead to a fractured locker room.
To Hall, and he drives in,
Defensive foul.
and he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays.
Now into the lineup.
And so he's able to get one of 2.
Number 14.
Into the lane. Moves back up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his fourth.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line of the game.
At the line for the away team.
And he knocks down the first
Josh
one.
Hall. 2 shots.
Good on both. Minnesota with the ball. Here's Harden. It doesn't go for him.
You know, I'd have been very impressed if he had got that one to go. Tough D.
Hall, no good. It's Harden with the drive. To the middle. It's hauled in by the Heat. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game marks the start of a 5-game homestand, the longest of the season. Here's Hardy. To the left side wing. Here's Hall. Drains the three-pointer. Hall's got 12.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Pass to Durant. The 11-footer. Count that bucket. He's got 12.
Well, you talk about the mid-range and how much KD uses that area better than anybody in the NBA.
Over to the wing. Here's Hardy. James Harden with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
For a spindly guy, Durant has such great body control. Hard not to foul him when he carves his way in that deep.
And so Durant nails them both. Driving the lane. That one good for 2.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Drains it from 17 feet out. KD's got 6 points in the quarter.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Did you just see what I saw? I mean, that move was out of this world.
Executed to perfection, Greg. I mean, he had the rim in his sights and was not going to be stopped.
Durant imposing his will, this time at the rim.
Stolen by Harden. And now Minnesota on the fast break.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into easy points.
To the right side. Goes up from the top of the key. Doesn't go that time. And the Timberwolves with possession. Puts the move on. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That's his second personal
And that
foul.
one right there, that's the play with KD and that rip through. That move is so good that the league started to consider how they'd rewrite the rule book for guys reaching in.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Lets it go from the wing. And that one, good. Hall's got 10 points here in the second half. Durant down low. It's good.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
And Tucker has it in the corner. Shoots off the step back. Jump shot is good. He's got 14.
That's a needle in the haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
And Durant launches from deep. He can't get it to go. The Heat go the other way with it. Pass to Hall.
Oh, yes, sir.
And he double clutches and throws it down.
He does that so well. At his size, he's always a threat to throw it down.
And KD, here we go. Unable to get that one. Here's Hardy. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Coming onto the floor for your Timberwolves.
And clearly Eric Spoelstra wants to talk it over.
Well, they've been turning that ball over way too much, and they really need to address this if they want to win this game. Huddle up, boys.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on and get loud for your Minnesota Timberwolves dancer.
Checking in for the away team.
Pass to Sharp. And the rejection by Collins.
2 minutes.
And a missed layup. He gets that one. Collins has got 9. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
A significant difference here has been the number of points off turnovers that they've gotten.
Out to the right wing. Back to Collins. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
John Collins does a nice job reading the defense there, staying focused right through the contact and gets the finish.
Driving to the basket. Takes the 3. Back to Harper. 5 to shoot. Off target at the rim.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Sinks the triple.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finish hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Lobbed up there for Collins.
Collins working well off the ball and cutting to the hoop.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the third. Outside Harper. Goes up the baseline. And he gets the jumper to drop. He's got 10.
Yeah, you got to get up tighter than that. Some players you can give that much room to, but not him.
Whoops, they pick off the pass. That will count. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. Their defense has been active. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Here's Collins. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Pass to Hall. Brent is someone with on-court and front office experience. Just how valuable is a good relationship, do you think, between the players and a team's executive leadership?
Well, Kevin, I don't think it's much different than a good friendship. You know, take it away from the court and think about things in your life that impact you. It's somebody that shows that they care for you beyond what it is that you bring to the table. And that's the most important part about earning and trying to gain trust with the players that you bring into any program, is that you want to let them know that you care, and you want to let them know that you have interest in them as people first. And if you can get to that point, that foundation and platform to build out a player and to have him grow with the organization, that's a priceless relationship.
The Timberwolves making a switch here.
James Harden.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Shot clock at 3. Alley-oop try. Harden knocks it away.
Bulls ball.
Minnesota with the ball. Driving inside. Rebounded by Hall.
Well, you could tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
Josh Hall.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Shot by Collins, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Great player movement is always a constant in the NBA, but with more players on the move every year, the power balance can shift in the blink of an eye.
And we've seen it with the Lakers, right? Just a few years ago. The Nets and a few others. Not everyone, though, loves it, but it sure keeps things interesting.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Here we go, one-on-one. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Hall's got 24.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Collins in the post. And Lakers sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Coming onto the floor for your Timberwolves, Kevin Durant.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Out to the right wing. Just 4 to shoot. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
And you can see why KD has won himself a couple scoring titles.
Here he goes. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Pure determination here, guys. A fourth quarter run that has them looking better and better as we get ready for the stretch run. Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Substitution for your Timberwolves.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far.
Desmond Bane.
Here's Hall. And it's Durant with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 22. Here's Stanley. Takes it inside.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Here's Hardy. Minnesota with the rebound. The drive by KD. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
And here's the best way to get an earful from your coach. Give Kevin Durant that kind of path to the basket. Wow, discussion to follow.
That's his second personal foul.
And last season, All-Stars, Greg, missing 19% of their available games. With the shortened off seasons, are you concerned about the toll it takes?
You are, but this offseason maybe not as painfully short as the last one. And in these tough times, some sacrifices are made, no doubt. Health, perhaps, one of the biggest.
Fades back. And again, it's Minnesota.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
And they get it. That's good on the jump shot. 20 points for him.
The backcourt today as good as it gets. And they've earned the green light every time they touch the ball.
Drops in the tray.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Here's Hardy. Got a hand on it. And finished off by KD.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in. Well, here's the problem. He's shooting the lights out, but there's... still behind. They need another guy to step up.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
James Harden. That's his third personal foul. Fourth team
Here's
foul.
Hall.
Substitution for your Timberwolves.
And Thomas over to help.
Sean Collins. Jaden McDaniels.
Here's Hall.
Isaiah Thomas.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Hardy. Minnesota with the rebound.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Timberwolves.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for KD.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Collins. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Making every effort to put this... game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
They get it back. In the corner, it's Maker. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for
attention to none of that. Y'all pocket watching and clocking. We sitting right where the numbers at. We quarterback and we play call and we hand it off, then run it back. We 4 seasons and 4 seasons, white winners and summer's black. Yeah. Now how the they gonna handle that? I came for the whole thing. Hey, I know you ain't expected that. Yeah.
Hold the need skirt. Hold clean the funds, clean my hands, clean the do my dirt. That the dance ain't trying to flirt. My mans came home the first. Watch the feds, don't overlurk. Hit the bed, but I can't right now. Same old head trying to take me down. 10 so high, wanna pay so loud. Everybody hood when they get a good play. Tell them bring them on field, but I pray for the down. Still got the on payroll. Whole team ain't move when I say so. I'ma rule the whole game. I'ma grab my chain. We done put the block up, but it still came down. Let me now, let me live. Human love, look me down. Be my judge. is does. I got fans, they can't tell I'm just a man. Need the love, be my, need my.